Okay, some of y'all been asking for this, and the few commenters I got down below. I just filmed up, just finished wrapping up shoulders. Get that video out, and then I'll get this gym tour video filmed. I know people have been wanting to see it, so give y'all a little background about the gym. My dad we've had a gym in our garage since I was like, I guess a baby. I don't know. But yeah, I started training when I was like 10, 12 in the garage. And then it's kind of escalated into this. We got a little bay here, but like I said, it started as a home gym, just slowly acquiring pieces off Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. When Craigslist was a thing, it's not really a thing no more. It's a bunch of bullshit ads. But yeah, mainly Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and when equipment was actually cheap. Now everybody thinks they have fucking gold mines, so they charge outrageous prices for everything because they think they got something, and they really don't. Every now and then you can find a hit and someone doesn't know what they have and they'll just be giving it away or super cheap, but it's kind of rare nowadays. You really have to look and you have to get lucky. So a lot of these pieces in here, we got them years back when the resale market wasn't as crazy as it is now. But everybody's trying to be a reseller now, so it kind of fucks up the whole market with everything, with buying shit in general. But like I said, everybody wants outrageous prices. But yeah, what I'm going to do today is take y'all through, kind of show y'all each piece, give y'all a little backstory on it, how we found it and where we got it from, and I'll give y'all a rough estimate of the price. I don't know. Most of the shit I do know how much it costs, but I don't know the exact price of everything. But yeah, I can give y'all a rough estimate and kind of round it up at the end and see how much money is actually in here, how much money and equipment is actually in here, I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm gonna set the camera up in front of each piece, talk for 2 to 3 minutes in front of it, and give you a little rundown. All right, starting here with the hack squat. This is a pre-core Icarian. I don't know the exact model of this one. It's a pre-core Icarian. I don't know which company. I don't know like the whole history of it or anything. Which company bought out? They don't make this shit anymore. Found this on Facebook Marketplace. So when we got this, the whole thing was disassembled. So kind of fucked us because when you buy shit off, you really don't want to buy shit that's already taken apart, just because it could be missing something really small that is actually crucial to the machine. So you just want to make sure. I actually got a story about that with the next machine I'm going to show you. But yeah, so we got this. It's already taken apart, like I said. It was a fucking pain in the ass to get back together because it wasn't too bad. First of all, it's heavy as fuck. But second of all, you probably can't see this, but there's a bolt down here. And the way this sits in there, I don't know, you can't get it to line up perfectly, and you can't get the bolt in there. So it's basically just missing one bolt, but everything functions fine. It's a great hack squat. Did a little modification. Had a buddy of mine come in from a welder on this hack squat. I don't know why the fuck they made it like this. This is a terrible design. This was the worst thing about this hack squat. The racks, one used to be way down at the bottom, and the other one was right here where the old one is. What we did was, had a buddy of mine, he came in here, chopped them off, all 4 of them off, and we just slid them up. So now the unrack is, you don't have to squat down. You're right here, just slight bend, stand up. You won't see that on most gyms that you go to, aren't gonna take the time or effort to do that. So, but yeah, it is kind of a little rusted, but I don't give a fuck. We kind of like shit a little rustic and old school and dirty in here. But yeah, it's a great hack squat. I think we paid $1,200 for it, so pretty good deal. Good luck finding one of these for $1,200. Good luck finding one in general. I've used the Cybex hack. I'd really have to get them side by side to see which one my favorite is. I do like the Cybex. It can be a little rougher on the knees just because the angle. This one has a pretty good angle, and you can load a pretty good amount of weight on. But yeah, it's a great hack squat. It'd probably be the first or second best. I mean, I think a lot of people would agree with that no equipment. But yeah, great hack squat. And I think that's about it. We're going to move on to the next piece. Okay, here at the next piece, hammer strength hip press. Same thing, got this off Facebook Marketplace. Actually purchased this, I think it was either right after or right before my show a few years back. Yeah, I found this on Facebook Marketplace. Again, this machine was completely disassembled when we bought it, and there's a story behind this. So luckily we got lucky on this. So when we got the machine, picked everything up, we thought we had everything, right? And they thought they gave us everything. Well, it turns out I don't exactly remember which piece it was. Like I said, it was a small piece that we needed to make the machine function, but it was missing. Luckily, the person wasn't a scam or a scum or anything, and they just didn't grab the piece out of their storage unit or whatever. But yeah, we got that. Luckily, we got in contact with them, got that piece, got that all figured out. I think they met us halfway or brought it to us, one or the other. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, another great piece, old school piece, super fucking heavy. You're not gonna be able to load up 20 plates on this leg press. The So with this leg press, you'll see me. I give shit for people that put plates up here too, because I don't know why that you need to put plates up here. It doesn't fucking do anything. Put the plates on the bottom. It's going to be heavy as fuck just because the weight has to travel a further distance, and the weight is further away from the machine, so it's automatically going to make it heavier. Versus if you put plates here, you're not really adding much weight. Because look, I mean, I can lift this like nothing. I mean, you'll get a little weight at the top end, but really at that bottom end, it's not really going to want to push the weight back in. The weight's not really going to fall down. So, but yeah, great piece. Said you can't do a bunch of weight on it. I think we paid $1,000 or something like that, in that $1,000-$1,200 range. These next three pieces I'm going to show you is the most, or I got one more piece in here that's the most we've ever paid for anything. Before that, we didn't pay a lot for any of the pieces in here. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all are gonna see some of this shit. One piece in particular that is the rarest piece in here. We got for probably no one's ever probably got it, unless they got it for free. They haven't got a better deal than that. But yeah, gonna move on to the next piece. Y'all have seen this in the videos. Nautilus Explode shoulder press, super rare piece. I've probably doubled my money on the value on this piece. I've paid $1,200 for this when I first saw it on Facebook. I think he posted it and I saw it instantly. I grabbed it instantly because I knew it wouldn't last. But yeah, $1,200 for this piece. To be honest though, I'm not a huge fan of it, just because the way it tracks and the angle. Like I said, you'll see it in my training videos. I prefer the dumbbells, but some people like it. I'm not the biggest fan, and plus my wrist, it kind of bothers my wrist a little bit. So like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I won't ever get rid of it. People like it, and it's a super rare piece. It's probably doubled, even almost tripled in value. Good luck finding one of these, and if you do find one, people want outrageous amounts of money for it. Eventually, once I find I want to find a plate loaded one. This is the only plate loaded one we got in here. I want to find the plate loaded chest press. We got the pin loaded one. But I want to find the plate loaded chest press, the incline, and get the full set in here, just because be cool to have, and I like rare pieces. But yeah, another rare piece that we got. Another thing too is all this equipment is hand-picked. It's not like we didn't buy like huge packages or anything like that. It's all like one-piece deals. So that's also like when people come in here, they're like, we see on the videos, you don't really realize how much shit we got packed in here. And all the equipment is high quality, good shit. It's not garbage. A lot of gyms you'll go to have a bunch of garbage. I've been to like nice gyms, like they have the new equipment, it's just garbage. All this shit is pretty old school, but it's all good shit. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next piece. I think I said it would pay $1,200 for this I know we paid 12. I know how much we paid for this one, but the next one, I don't know how much we paid, but it'll be short. Gonna do a little 2-for-1 here, which, but I'll start with the chest press, Nautilus Nitro chest press. So let's make sure I got it in the. Okay, I'm running all through these next 3 pieces right here. Cybex bicep curl, old school Cybex curl. To be honest, I think my dad bought this. He probably saw it. I don't know how much he paid. I'm guessing a few $100, not that much. Great bicep curl. Cybex makes great shit. It's all heavy duty shit. So there's not much story behind this. I don't think I was there. He might have bought this with like a few other pieces, and we sold the other shit and kept this. I think that's what happened, but I don't remember the whole story on this. But yeah, probably paid a few $100 for that. This is a Nautilus Nitro chest press I was talking about. See this all the time in my videos. Love this chest press because it converges up top, but also the adjustability, and it just feels great. But so there's a little story on this. There's a guy we've bought gym equipment from for years. He had 2, if you know what equipment, Steel Flex. Steel Flex is fucking garbage. It's cheap Chinese bullshit. We bought those 2 pieces. I don't remember how much we paid for it. Me and my brother split it. I don't remember. It was a flat press and a shitty incline press. They were plate loaded. Like I said, I don't remember how much we paid for it. But what happened was we bought those 2 pieces. We used them for a bit, probably like a week or 2. Said the guy had this in there when we bought those 2 pieces, and we were like, "Oh, this shit sucks. It doesn't feel good." So we actually flipped those, and we made some money off those, and we went back and bought this piece from him. I think this piece was $750 or $650, something like that. Not too bad. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to find one for that price these days. Like I said, great machine. Nautilus makes great shit. But yeah, and then that'll be. Fuck, what was I trying to say? Kind of all over the place here. Trying to think of the story behind these machines. Okay. Moving on to this. This might be the oldest piece in here. Is the chest supported T-bar row. This or a leg press I'm going to show you. But yeah, this chest supported T-bar row, I couldn't tell you how much we paid for it. We've had this since our first home gym in the garage. So it was probably maybe $100, $50, $200. I don't know, somewhere in that range. It wasn't a lot, I can tell you that. But yeah, very old school piece, heavy as hell. There's not really much to say about it. I mean, it's been used to shit. It's a great machine. I mean, like I said, there's not much to say about it. It's old school, it's heavy, it's a T-bar row. You throw the weight on, you row it. But yeah, I am looking for a specific T-bar row that is very hard to find. It's a Body Masters T-bar row. I don't know, if you're in the equipment, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it's a Body Masters T-bar row. And it is attached to a little swivel where it connects. So as you row, the bar can actually articulate back and forth. So as you row up, you'll be able to actually move your arms back with it. Versus like this one, as I'll show you here. There's weight on it, never mind. But as you row up, the weight can be here, but your elbows can be back, so you're not in a straight line. So you're actually getting a lot of bicep in. Versus with that row, the bar with it. So if anybody has one of those, let me know. I'm not willing to pay an outrageous amount of price for it, but I'd like to have one someday. So if anyone has one, let me know down below. But yeah, move on to the next shit. These next 2 pieces here. Pec deck. Seen this? I use this a lot in my videos. Old school pec deck. I paid $300 for this. Again, not much to say about it. Actually, there's actually a little story behind this one too. So we had an old school, very old school pec deck where your arms are like this and you come across and you squeeze. Well, this weight stack is actually from that machine. The weight stack on that machine, on this machine, was very shitty and it wasn't heavy at all. So all we did was flip the weight stacks, switch the weight stacks, and it worked perfectly. I think it was the same brand. It was just the older model. Yeah, just flipped the weight stacks and sold the other one. So yeah, we made my money back on this. It was like $300, 350. I don't remember, something like that. But yeah, I mean it's a peg deck. It's old. I'd like to get a new one just because there's no adjustability in this. And like you've seen, it works great. It works fine for what we need it for. But you've seen in my videos where I kind of have to reach around and kind of bullshit it up. But yeah, I mean, not much to say about that. And then moving on to this is an old, very old piece. Universal seated row. It's, I mean, it is what it is. It's old. It works fine. I wouldn't say it's like the best seated row I've used. I haven't used a lot. I really like the Life. I think it's a Life Fitness. If I can find the Life Fitness model, I'd like to get that eventually. Yeah, it's a universal seated row. It's old as shit. I think we bought it in a package, or it wasn't like a package. This guy had them in his barn or whatever. He had 3 pieces. He had the universal leg press, a universal incline press, which we used to have, which I actually really liked. We got rid of though. And then he had this. I think $300 for all of it. You're gonna see a theme with these next. We did not pay a lot of money for them. We got them all on deals. Found shit. There's even one piece that I'll show you at the end. It's like it was free. You're probably not gonna believe me, but it was free. But yeah, universal seated row, great piece. Works as intended, and I mean you're gonna hit your back with it. But yeah, gonna move on to the next piece. Okay. This is a cable stack machine. What is it? Functional whatever. Fitness, I don't know. Functional trainer, whatever. This is a powerlift version. To be honest, I've never seen one of these ever. This shit is heavy duty as fuck. It's made in the US. And I don't know how rare it is. I'm guessing it's pretty fucking rare. Except I've never seen another one. And we got this for a really good price. These units are usually like $2,000 plus just to get something like this, similar to this. I think we paid $1,000 for this. So yeah, $1,000 for this. I mean, the stack goes to fucking $390. Not like you're ever gonna need that, but if it's like an all-in-one and this is the only piece I could have in here, I would have this thing, just because you can literally do everything on it. Or maybe a Smith machine, probably a Smith machine, but yeah, if I can only have this, like just a machine, just one machine, this, because it has weights on it and everything. You just need the attachments. But yeah, 390 stacks. There's one downside to it is there's not a lot of adjustability in the weight versus like a Life Fitness or a Lifetime stack or any other functional trainer. Is the plates go up by 20 pounds. There is these little 5-pound increments, but like I said, there's not really much adjustability in between. So if you're doing like a shoulder movement or anything, you're gonna kind of go up 20 pounds and you're probably gonna be stuck right there. But if you think a little bit, you can just you can add your own weights. So if you got like 2.5s or 5s, just throw them on the pin there. It's not gonna fuck up the pin or anything because they're not heavy. If you're going like anything a little bit heavier than that, which you don't really need to, you obviously want a gym pin. But yeah, great cable stack. I mean, full adjustability. These go all the way up as high as you need them to go, all the way down. It's even got pull-up handles. We don't use that. It's kind of weird, to be honest. I just use the squat rack for that. But yeah, great machine. I mean, what more I can say to it. I mean, I'll kind of explain to y'all at the end of, or maybe I'll start doing this now. Okay. So I'll kind of get into how we pick these up. So every machine that is in here, we picked up ourselves. So what that entails is, with this one in particular, took the whole thing apart. I think we pulled the weight plates off. I don't remember exactly if we pulled the plates off or not. Some of these machines we didn't pull the plates off because it's a bitch too. But this one, I think we did. I don't remember. But yeah, to transport this shit, you have to most of the time take it apart unless you have something that can pick it up, like a forklift or some kind of lift. But yeah, this machine, when we put it back together, this bar up here, if you can see that, I don't know if it's in the shot, but this bar up here, and these, because these are each two separate towers with the stacks. You have to line it up perfectly. If you don't line it up perfectly, it will not fucking go on. So if you have the weight stacks on, and these are just sitting there, they're gonna be a bitch it's a bitch to move to line these up perfectly with all that, with fucking 400 pounds on each side. So, yeah, that was the worst part about this machine. It took like an hour just to get that one bar lined up. Once we got it, it's all set, it's all good. It's a great machine. Another thing that is you're gonna be hard pressed to find. But yeah, move on to the next thing. 2-for-1 here. Got the, again, Nautilus Nitro pull down. It is the pin loaded. It's not the explode version. It's the pin loaded version. Still a great machine. There is one thing I hate about this machine, and I'll get to that here in a second. But I think we paid $655. I don't remember. Somewhere in that $500 range. I had to drive about an hour to pick this up. When I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna get it because it's a great machine. Other than one thing, I don't know if all of them are like this. As far as it's just messed up. But this one is only useful for basically doing one arm pull downs, because I'm gonna show you right now. This seat, it just lifts up. So if you have a lot of weight on there and your knees are driving into this knee pad, the seat it's gonna work its way up. I don't know if this one's messed up. I don't know if they're all like that. I don't know if it's like a design thing or whatever. Or like I said, if this one's fucked up. I don't know. Maybe if someone knows down below, they can help me out. Maybe we can fix this or not. It's just fucked. But like I said, it's good for one arm. You'll see everybody doing the one arm pull downs now. It's good for one arm. If you brace here, the seat's not going to move. A lot of your weight's braced in that hand, and the seat won't move at all. It's useless for a two arm, especially when you start getting heavier. It's completely useless because the seat will just keep coming up. Unless you're really short, and you just can raise it all the way up. But yeah, great machine. Other than that, great machine. Said I paid like $650, $550 for it. But yeah. All right, here's a very old school machine. Seated row. This thing, very old school, heavy as fuck. Another little thing I'll kind of give you a little pointer on. The less pulleys a machine has, the heavier it's going to be. The more pulleys a machine has, it's not going to be as heavy, just because each pulley is pulling weight out of the machine. But yeah, 300-pound stack on this, heavy as fuck. Like I said, there's fucking 3 pulleys on this machine, so I don't know unless you're Ronnie Coleman rowing 300 pounds on this, good luck. $200 for this. I remember vividly. $200 for this. Simple, basic. It's not fancy. It's not new school. It's a very old school machine. It works. It works great for a seated row. Really, technically we could get rid of it and just do, like I said, you could do a seated row on that. That's why the functional trainers are so good, whatever they call it. But yeah, seated row. Very long machine. All in all, though, great machine. $200. Can't beat that. 300-pound stack. I mean, it's old school. We like old school shit. And yeah, let's keep on going with this. Okay. Every time I think about this machine, it kind of gives me a little bit chills on the deal we got for this. If anybody knows what this is a flex leg extension. If anybody knows anything about flex, it is some of the rarest equipment out there. So, there's a story on this one too. Okay. This one was found off Facebook Marketplace. The guy had it posted for a whopping $75. And the funny thing is, he owned a gym. I don't know if he didn't know what it was or he just wanted to get rid of it, or I don't know what it was. Like I said, 75 fucking dollars we got for this thing. It is the one of the best leg extensions. You can't beat this fucking thing. The stack's heavy. The range of motion you can get is fucking amazing. The seat, the only complaint, there's one complaint about this, a design flaw. Now I need like an engineer or a welder to come in here. If this video kind of gets a lot of views and someone sees this part, I need someone to come in here and make like all the new leg extensions have nowadays, where the seat is adjustable with a locking mechanism with the pin, and you pull it out and you move the seat up and adjust it that way. I know someone could engineer something like that on here. I need someone to do that. I don't think I've kind of thought of ways to do it. I don't know how to weld, so if someone's like an engineer and knows how to weld, I'd be more than happy to get you in here and help me fucking fix this. But yeah, that being said, the only design flaw is this back seat right here. We don't have it hooked up anymore. The air, it uses an air shock basically. So there's a little lever right here. Lift it up, you adjust the seat. The worst thing about this leg extension was when that air shock was in there, the seat would kind of bounce back and forth. And over time, I think it just killed the shock, and it died. So for a while, I was using a calf board to hold the seat up. It worked fine, but then my dad there's a little, maybe I can show y'all here if y'all can see. Get the camera over here. So there's little 2x4s in there, just in the seats, and you can pull one block out. It's not like small adjustments or anything, but get this set back up. Fix this shit. Yeah, it's not small adjustments or anything, but it's enough to adjust it. So we got 3 blocks, so you can kind of adjust it to your needs. Like I said, it's not like micro adjustments like typically would. So that's the worst part about this machine. But if I had to sell every other piece in here and keep one, I'd probably keep this, just because of the rarity of it, and you're going to be hard pressed to find another one of these, and for $75. But yeah, this is probably the rarest piece we got in here. Eventually this seat's going to need to be redone and everything, but for now it still works. I mean, it still functions great. I mean, like I said, great leg extension. I've used a shit ton of leg extensions, from Nautilus to, the new school ones, and this is by far one of the best. So yeah, super rare piece. It's probably worth $2,500, $3,000 now, maybe even more. I'd like to get more of the flex line in here. I know it's super rare. I've never come across one that's like, see, I don't like to pay, like, I'm not gonna overpay for anything, because I know eventually one day I'll find like a super good deal on it. So that's why I just kind of scroll through. My method is just scroll through Facebook every day and just look for a little bit, and eventually you might find a huge deal, and you might have to drive a few hours for it, but in the end it's worth it. But yeah, $75, flex fitness, leg extension. My favorite machine in here. Would never sell it for anything. Keeping this thing forever. But yeah, I'm gonna move on now to the next piece. Lying leg curl. This is, I guess, an Omega. I'm not really familiar with that brand. Omega Fitness leg curl. It's basically like same thing, kind of like the Cybex one. It's old school leg curl. I mean, there's nothing too fancy about it. It works great. Love it. Don't have any complaints on it. I mean, it's a lying leg curl. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. The range is pretty good. I've used the Prime plate loaded one, and to be honest, I'm not a fan of it. I actually like this one more. And with leg extensions, leg curls, I'm very particular on how the pad is. I've seen pads where the fucking ass is all the way up and it's like 2 pieces. I like the entire pad, and I don't like So this one's actually perfect. Said it's not fancy, but it gets the job done. I love it. I mean, out of all the leg curls I've used, my favorite. So, and I think we paid probably like $300 for it. Now, for another, uh, probably maybe my second favorite piece in here, maybe third behind that hack squat, is this Cybex seated leg curl. Again, one of the uh, besides the Flex Fitness ham tractor, which maybe one day I'll find one of those, but this is probably one of the best seated leg curls. Again, it's just the angle, the way the angle is with the seat and everything. You get a good stretch up top, and it's like I said, it's very good. The only complaint is the um the stack does not go too heavy. It's only to 170. I wish they could have done it to maybe like 200, maybe 250, just to. I like more than I need. Just to, just more is always better with when it comes to like weight stacks and stuff, because you never know how strong you're gonna get. But yeah, fully adjustable. It's not the one where you can adjust the leg pad. I don't I don't know if this is an older model than that or what, but yeah, it's not the one where this is fully adjustable with the leg pad. But like I said, everything else is good. I think we paid 350. Killer deal, 350, 375. Cybex makes some of the best shit. So, but yeah, see you leg curl. Great fucking machine. Okay, these are the dumbbells. They're all kind of mismatched. So basically, the small from that small rack over, those are like the first dumbbells we acquired. We didn't used to have all these. Just kind of over time, I think I don't remember exactly, but all these 24-hour ones were bought together, and that's kind of what started the whole set. And then over time, we just kind of found sets here and there. So like I said, they're not all the same, and they're all kind of mismatched. They're all not the same dumbbells, because if you know anything, a whole dumbbell set that exactly the same is outrageously expensive. So, but it goes from, I mean, we got fives all the way up to 150. Now we're missing some in betweens there from the 100s up. So we got 105s, 110s, 115s, and then it goes 125s and then 150s. So I don't got like all the in betweens there, but for what we're doing here, 150s is plenty of heavy. If you need anything heavier and you're that strong, then um, I guess you're gonna have to go to a different gym. But yeah, full set here. I don't know how much is in this set. The 150s, I don't remember how much we paid for those. Maybe like $200. The 125s, again, I don't know how much we paid. I'd say all in this set's maybe like $500. Maybe, I don't know, somewhere in there. But yeah, probably like around $500 for all these, man. I mean, if you know how much dumbbells are, that's a fucking steal. So yeah, there's not really much to say about these dumbbells. Full dumbbell rack. Got another leg press here. This is I don't know if that T-bar row is the oldest or this is the oldest. This is one of the oldest pieces we got. We've had this piece forever. Great leg press. I think it's a Pro Maxima. I don't exactly know the brand. Fucking had it forever. I don't know how much my dad paid for it. I was young when he bought it. Probably like 12, 13, I don't remember. But yeah, bought this. I'd probably say he probably paid it a few $100 for it. Not too much. Again, probably found it on Craigslist. I don't know exactly. The only problem with this machine is it is missing handles down here. Again, if anybody is a welder that's watching this, or like an engineer or anything, and can come in here and weld me on some handles that I can hold on to while I'm leg pressing, that would be great. Other than that, great fucking machine. Again, a piece unless I've used the Cybex one. To be honest, I actually prefer this one over the Cybex, just because the way the angle is and shit. But yeah, great piece. Another piece that I won't get rid of. Probably keep it forever. And yeah, it's gonna just keep fucking using it. I mean, it's a fucking leg press. I don't know much more to say. You can stack the weight up. It's got pretty long horns on here, so I mean, I guess if you're really strong, you could get someone to fucking lengthen those things. But other than that, man, it's a great leg press. You can get full range, seats adjustable. Like I said, the only problem is the fucking handles down there, so I need someone to come in here and weld me some shit on. This is a Pro Maxima Smith machine. Great Smith. Only complaint is it's it's a little wobbly once you start getting a pretty good amount of weight on. But great Smith machine, old school, heavy as fuck when you put plates on. I've used Smith machines that were super light and I could load up 3 plates like they're nothing. This one is actually pretty heavy. But there is a Smith machine I'm looking for and everybody's looking for. I want the Cybex, the old school Cybex Smith. So if anyone has one and is willing to sell it, please let me know. I would be interested in buying it. We have been looking for a new Smith. I want that one in particular. I won't buy any other one. But yeah, great Smith machine. I think we paid 6, 7 for it. I don't know. Some 5. Like I said, I don't remember exactly how much we paid. I can kind of do an estimate and round up everything and see how much we got into this whole thing. But yeah, great Smith machine. Just recently placed the bearings inside here, so it's still running smooth. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, heavy duty. It's old school. The bar is heavy. There was a time when we were running it without the counterbalance. I mean, I prefer it without the counterbalance. I think it feels better and it's even heavier. But the girls, I guess, wanted the counterbalance back on. So we put the counterbalance back on and it's a little bit lighter. But like I said, once you start getting weight on here, it is one of the heavier Smith machines I have used. But yeah, gonna move on to the next one. And this one is gonna be a good one. This one's gonna be a good one. Not because the machine. More in particular because it was for free. So there's a story on this one. This guy, he lived right down, like not too far from us, he had a gym inside his house. So he had to disassemble this entire machine to get it out of his house. It was a pain in the ass, but it was free. So yeah, I got this leg press for free. It's a Pro Maxima. If it was up to me, I would get rid of it. I don't really like it. I'm not a fan of it. It is what it is. It's just a 45-degree leg press. It's nothing fancy. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of 45-degree leg presses in general, but I mean, it works. It was free. Like I said, if I could sell it, I would, but I can't. And yeah, I mean, it's a fucking leg press. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was pretty easy to take apart. There wasn't too much to it. Fucking just a few bolts, pull the sled off. Like I said, the only hard part was getting it out of his house because the whole actual frame had to go through his doors. So yeah, I think we actually had to take his door off. So this gym was actually inside his house. It was like a room inside his house. So he had this leg press in there. Basically brand new. It's obviously not brand new anymore. It's got some use. We beat on shit here. Basically, I don't think he ever fucking used it. But yeah, for free, $0. Just had to pick it up 5 minutes down the road, which is nice. And yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it. Wrapping it up here. Typical, every gym, squat rack, just basic squat rack. The good thing about this squat rack is fully adjustable. The bad thing about this squat rack is these fucking things are stuck in there. They're so bent to shit that you need a fucking sledgehammer to bang it out. But yeah, the best thing about this squat rack, fucking every micro adjustment you need. So for squats, you can adjust it perfectly. Where I've seen shitty squat racks where adjustment, you can go from fucking here to all the way up to here. But yeah, great squat rack. I mean, if it's a squat rack, it works. And then I don't know how much you paid for that. Probably a few $100, maybe. And then this platform right here, deadlift platform, got it for free. Guy was moving gyms or whatever, and he didn't need it anymore. It's full wood platform with the mats. Again, we've had this thing forever. It's a bitch to fucking move. It's a big piece of fucking wood, but it's a great platform. I mean, it fucking works. I like it because it's kind of beat up and old school. So yeah, it's a deadlift platform. Not much to it. Bench press. I don't use this, but we do have a bench press. I mean, again, another old piece in here. It's a bench press. I mean, probably like 50 bucks for it. And I said this was free. The platform was free, and the squat rack, I don't know how much that was. Body Masters pull down. Great pull down. 300-pound stack. I mean, it's a pull down machine. The only thing you could ask for, I mean, heavy stack. It's belt driven. It's super smooth, not on a cable. Never had any problems with the belts or anything. Never had to change the belt. It's a great fucking machine. Super heavy. I mean, like I said, there's not much to say about it. It's old school. It's a pull down machine. Pretty fucking simple. I don't know how much you paid for it. I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I could probably give you an estimate. Probably a few $100. Nowhere near the 1,000 or 1,000 or up. It's probably more in that $300, $400, $500 range, somewhere in there. Like I said, probably got it for a deal. Super heavy stack, super smooth machine, great machine. And yeah, that's it. Just I'm gonna go jumping straight into this cable crossover right here. If you can see it, this was the first cable crossover we had. It is I think it's tough. What is it? Tough Stuff. Tough Stuff. I'm not really too familiar with that brand. Tough Stuff cable crossover. $300 for it. It was like an hour away. This was the first cable crossover we got. We used to never have one before. I mean, it works. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it fucking works. It's usable, and I mean, I like it. I mean, like I said, it fucking works. If it works, I'm not too picky about it. I'm not too picky about the machines, but I am a fan of stuff that feels good, and this, I mean, feels fine. I've never really used a cable machine that feels like shit, to be honest. But yeah, $300 for this, I think. It's very old. It was beat up, but it still fucking works. All right, just to kind of finish off the video here with the side backs, standing calf raise. I mean, it's a calf machine. Not much to say about it. Just do calves on it. $200 for it, I think. I don't remember. 150. I don't remember. Wasn't a lot. I saw this and I just bought it because it was cheap as fuck. Seated calf machine, like $50 for this. 25. I don't remember. Somewhere in there. But yeah, all in all, let me see. I'm gonna count how many pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 pieces. And with everything in here, if I had a guess a price, I mean, I couldn't really give you an exact 22 pieces. Maybe 6,000-7,000 in it total. Yeah, for 22 pieces, that's not fucking bad. And the mats, so this whole thing is basically has mats on the floor, the gym mats. I'm pretty sure we got those all for free. Not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the mats were for free. At least these smaller ones. There's always someone, they're horse stall mats, so there's always someone either giving these away or selling them for cheap, or you'll find someone who wants a fucking outrageous amount of money for them. But yeah, I'm pretty sure all the mats were fucking free. So like I said, we're not in the fucking too deep on this. We didn't take out a loan to build this place or anything. It's just kind of been built over time. This is the second building we have moved into. The other building that we were in was just down the road, and we packed that full of equipment, and then basically the guy was going to raise the rent, and we weren't going to have it a building. It was going to move back into the garage, kind of. Then this building opened up, and it was cheap as fuck, and it's plenty of room for what we need and what we do out of here, and it fucking works great. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a little private bay, probably about 1,000 square feet. I don't know, something like that. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, my goal eventually one day is to open a public gym. Not to make, because gyms don't really make a lot of money. There are a lot of upkeep and shit like that. But just to have a place, because there's a lot of gyms around here that fucking suck and their equipment suck. I think, to be honest, in this area, we probably, even though it's private, we probably have the best gym that's loaded with shit in here that a lot of people don't know about, because it is private and no, you can't come. But unless you're trying to train with me. But yeah, great fucking place. I'm gonna finish this video up in the car. These fucking people next door blasting music. Yeah, that's gonna fucking do it. This is the gym. So if you're in the DFW area and you're a hardcore bodybuilder or trainer or whatever the fuck you are, and you want to come train with me, no members, you're not gonna be able to come in here on your own or whatever and do shit. Don't do shit like that. But if you're wanting to come train or anything like that, come get a session in with me or whatever, and you're in the DFW area, more than welcome to come when we're here. Come check it out, see what we got in here. It's a great place to train. Everything we need. I rarely go to other gyms around here just because I don't like them. I can name a few gyms that particular that people are fans of that I'm personally not a fan of. The only gyms that I like that are in this area are the Metroflex gyms, just because it's what I'm used to. It's this type of gym, you know, there's no AC, it's kind of in a building like this, and it's not the best equipment, but it's also a great environment to train in. It's just rugged and hardcore. And I give you a few examples of gyms that the equipment's great, but the equipment's alright, I don't particularly like. So one gym that's probably controversial is, I'm not the biggest fan of Destination Dallas. Just for me, just because, like I said, it's an environment thing for me. It's got AC, which is great in the summer. Yeah, I hate training in here in the summer. It gets hot, but it's AC. It's kind of uppy. It's not really like grungy and dirty and shit like that. It's kind of my style. You know, there's nothing wrong with that gym. Like I said, the equipment's great in there. It's just the environment is, for me, is what is big on what gyms I'll like go train at. That's why I'm more a fan of a Metroflex style type of gym, but it's still a good gym to train at if you looking somewhere to train. But for me, it's just personally not my favorite. Another gym that I'm not a huge fan of, but they have great equipment, is Absolute Recomp. Just the environment in there is very fucking, I'm not a fan of it. There's too much, even though I know I'm filming shit and I'm starting to do more YouTube content. To be honest, if I didn't have this, I probably wouldn't do it at all. But there's people aren't training hard. They're too worried about filming shit, and yeah, it's just a bunch of bullshit. And a little backstory on why I used to not film is, and still why I'm just trying to get used to it, but still not like the biggest fan of filming my workouts. It's just a fucking distraction. Setting up the camera every time and getting everything ready. It's not like too bad, but now back then I couldn't flip that switch in between sets. I had to stay locked in the whole time. Whereas now I can kind of flip that switch and turn it off when I need it, and then turn it on for the working sets. But that's gonna do it for this video. That's our gym. Like I said, me, my dad, my brother, we all split the rent. We usually all split pieces, like 3 ways on gym equipment. So this has been built up over 10 plus years. It didn't happen overnight. If you're looking to build out your own gym, I would not buy anything brand new. That's one where people fuck up. See it all the time. People go out, spend 10 grand and come back with fucking 3 pieces. You know, like I said, maybe there's 10 grand in here. I don't think there is. There's 22 pieces, and only a couple of them paid $1,000 for them. But like I said, I don't think there's 10 grand in here. For 10 grand now, if you buy everything brand new, you're getting like 2 pieces. Go on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever resale site, auctions are always good. Government auctions, they always used to sell that shit super cheap. But yeah, just do that. Don't buy new, and you'll get a bunch of shit. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and drop a comment down below and let me know how you like this video. But yeah, peace.